Hi, I'm Lenore. I'm a singer and a voice teacher. I have this free course about learning from the best singers and how all the good singers are doing the same things. And here's an example from the course. This video is about the face, or what I like to call the badass face. So this is something all good singers do, just all of them. Cheeks lifted, eyes squinted a little bit, and then the jaw dropped. And we're going to take a look at 4 different singers, both male and female, both old and new. And so you see, it's not dependent on a fashion or anything. It's just something that they do. They don't do it to look badass. They look it because it works. Yeah, and I'll explain what it does in a second. But you will also see how this face goes with different expressions. Happy, it can be worried, it can be sad, it could be angry, but it's all the same face. Cheeks lifted and jaw dropped, and let's do it. So the first example that we have is going to be Frank Sinatra. Frankie, my way.
Oh, what is a man? What has he got? If not himself, then he has not to say the things he truly feels.
Yeah, this is so charismatic. I mean, this is, of course, Frank Sinatra has charisma oozing off of him. It's absolutely incredible. But you can see this already kind of intensity build up right here. I think his eyes are squinted sort of like as a default. But this is definitely helpful here. And you will see why in a second. The jaw, of course, is dropping great. And the more he goes into the sentence and the more intensity it has, the more it looks almost like he's like angry. He's not really angry, but you know, he's making a point here. So just check this out.
And not the words of one who kneels. The record shows I took the blows.
Are you ready?
And did it my way.
Yeah. With Frank Sinatra, you can mainly tell that the cheeks are lifted, even though it basically looks like this is his normal face. But you can see it right here. Yeah. So this is really nice. Okay, so I promised I will tell you what that means, this badass face. So the lifting of the cheeks is actually helping with opening the nasal pharynx. So the pharynx, the back of the throat, has 3 parts to it, and the one just behind the nasal cavities, the nose, the cheeks, whatever you want to call it, this is the nasal pharynx. So it already starts from right here and it goes all the way to behind the larynx. So when we just drop the jaw, it really helps feeling the bottom 2 parts. But then when you do this, it also helps you open up here, and then it gives you even more access. And that's where you're going to see more and more as you look from now on at any good singer, that they're doing this, especially when they go to long notes, high notes, more intense notes, and so on. Now we have Mariah Carey. Finally, I've been waiting for this. She is the reason I came up with this course to begin with. She's exemplary in every sense of the word, but I chose her for the badass face, and you will see why.
Won't you look at me?
I rest my case. Look at this face. Oh my God. Cheeks high, squinted eyes, relaxed jaw, which is gonna drop, of course, every single time. And especially on the extreme ranges, of course, low and high.
You're holding my gaze. Yes, you are.
It goes from smugness to a little bit of anger. Yes, you are. And I'm just copying what she's doing. And the sound comes out effortlessly. That's the point here. So nice. Thank you for teaching me that, Mariah.
And it seems like you change.
That's my favorite moment. I have to watch this again. This is so good. Even when she's not singing, she's just breathing and she still has the face on. A little more, a little more. Come on.
Yes, you are. And it seems like you change.
Such a badass.
In so many ways. Yeah. Oh, it is unfair. It is unright.
And it's getting
If
intense.
it's really gonna, then tell me tonight.
Yes.
If it's over, if it's over.
Yeah, they're gonna zoom in a second. I hope that you can catch this. You just try this at home. Just go to the mirror and make the faces that she's making, and see what comes out. I'm curious. Let me know.
Let me go. Let me go. Don't you know I don't need no apologies.
I love how she gets the face in advance when she breathes in. I always recommend this to students, and I do that when I get the chance. This is basically your chance to do any kind of technical element. Is on the inhale. First of all, on the inhale, you do whatever it is that you want to do, and in this case, the badass face. You do it in advance. Then you have the space already open. You don't have to worry about it so much as you go along. This is really nice example for that. And you saw how on the high note you went like ah, fantastic. Yes, so yeah, I mean, I don't have anything to add to just, yeah, this is what you have to do. If you do that, you're going to be in a good place. So let's just do a little more. Amazing. Yes, the higher it goes, the more intense it goes. You can really clearly see very narrow, squinted eyes, high cheekbones. Well, she has lovely cheekbones anyway. And of course, the jaw. And now she's going to do a whistle tone. It's a bit more from a distance, but it's very, very clear to see. So you cannot do it otherwise. If you want access to your high notes, you have to do the badass face. There is a reason why everybody is doing it. It gives you the space necessary. So this is the badass face. Let's move on to the next one. Now we're going to take a look at Christina Aguilera. Wow. Need I say any more? This is so clear. So clear. Cheeks up, jaw down, squinted eyes. The eyes are closed most of the time, but when they're not closed, they're very much squinted. Oh, so good. Again, I don't think this is a coincidence that she is so good and she's doing the badass face. This is really, I mean, this is really doing the job. So consistent, the way she just keeps on making it on every single note. It's just reinforced, just renewed, and gives her such freedom. You need to do the badass face. And you need to do it all the time. And the last for this video, but not least, is Ed Sheeran. And let's go.
Sing this back for me. Sing oh, oh. Sing oh, oh.
Nice.
Sing sha la 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 la. Sha la 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 la.
At this point, it's still just expressive. He doesn't need it. Yeah, vocally, this is relatively comfortable, not too high, but he's given it all. Yeah, he's given some intensity to it, and you can do that with the badass face. And you saw, right? You saw those nice apples of the cheeks.
Sha la 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 la. Running now. Take me to your loving arms. Kiss me under the light of 1,000 stars, oh my darling.
It's so cool how all of those singers, they look almost like they're in pain. Yeah, like, but there's something to it. So this is not something most of us will think of doing. Just make this really exposing and revealing face, but it's something that is really a part of a show. Yeah, so they do it because it gives something personal to the audience, but they also do it because it makes the voice good.
Place your head on a beating heart. I'm thinking out loud that maybe we found love.
Even if he's doing it a little bit, you can still see it a little bit. We found out there's a slight lifting of the cheek and then slight dropping. It's there on a smaller scale, but it's there.
Where we are, baby, now. Sing it out for me.
And I challenge you to go to every single good singer, who sings good, and tell me that they're not doing the badass face, because I bet they do. I rest my case. Badass face is badass. All of those people are badass, and if you do the badass face, you will also be badass. Let's move on to the next video. It is about the body.